I want to talk about Rodri. More specifically, I want to talk about his performances in the past 2 years? In the past year, ever since he tore his ACL. Because ever since Rodri tore his ACL, we've never seen him play at those peak Ballon d'Or levels, those levels at where he won the Ballon d'Or. Me personally, is Rodri the worst Ballon d'Or winner ever? I mean, that is up for debate. It's a very close debate. But me personally, I honestly thought... I know I made the video about my Ballon d'Or 2024 video saying that Vini should have won it. But in hindsight, now that I really think about it, honestly, I think Jude Bellingham should have won it. Because, yeah, he was great in La Liga. But he was also pretty good in... Bias aside, he was pretty good at the Euros. Let's not bullshit ourselves. But the thing about Rodri, yeah, is that why... I kind of want to talk about why he isn't playing well, and also how Manchester City can get the best out of him. So I mean, first of all, I hear like guys like all these content creators talking about like, oh, Manchester City fans are just blaming the injury. You can't blame the injury too long. But in all reality, the reason Rodri is playing like not so bad, it's because of the injury. It's because he doesn't have the knees to be that one-man midfield that he once was at his best. Now, I'm gonna say it. Peak Rodri for me is better than Busquets. Peak Rodri is better than Busquets. Now, I think Busquets is a better 6 because he's much better defensively, has better defensive positioning, is more press resistant, and is and he dictates games. And he dictates games better than Rodri. But Rodri for me is the better player because he's a better ball progressor. He's a better he has a better passing range, and the number one thing that I think is Rodri's biggest strength is his chance creation from deep. And that's kind of what I want to talk about. Getting the best out of those offensive attributes that Rodri has. Now, even at his peak, he was still a bit shaky in defending counterattacks. That he kind of like, you kind of needed like, to get the best out of Rodri, you kind of needed like a proper 6, like a proper guy that could sit back and like be like a real enforcer next to him. Because Rodri for me isn't a 6. For me, he's an 8. He's a guy that thrives in that final third. Not that final third, but like progressing the ball and chance creating from deep. And even now, he doesn't have the knees anymore, but you get the best out of him by putting him in a double pivot with a real enforcer next to him. So that allows Rodri to, to not have to worry about anything defensively. Because this 4-1-4-1 bullshit that Manchester City is trying to play, it's just not it, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It's just not it. It's not gonna work out. We don't have to lie. We don't have to act. Rodri is not a good defensive midfielder anymore. And honestly, I think if you had that enforcer next to him, then Rodri could have been, we would have been seeing much better performances from Rodri throughout his career. So I hear all these guys saying that Manchester City need a right back this transfer window, or in the upcoming transfer window. I honestly think that Mateusz Nunes is doing pretty good for himself. But I think Manchester City's main priority is buying a proper 6, like a Baleba or an Elliot Anderson. Like I said, once again, preferably not Elliot Anderson. Leave that to Liverpool. Please let us, or even like you know what? Yeah, maybe even Kefren Turam from Juventus, or like a real enforcer is what I'm trying to say is what Manchester City need. So in conclusion, Rodri is kind of washed. He's never going to hit those peak Ballon d'Or levels, but if you want to get the best out of him, you need an enforcer next to him. And with that said,